Welcome to day 16 of our 21-day public speaking challenge. Can you believe it's our last week together? 6 more days, including this one. Today, we delve into handling nervousness during your yoga class. All right, during your yoga class, what can you do if you are have like a rush of nervousness? What can you handle? How can you handle that? So let's start with the basics. So let's do some control breathing. So if anxiety surfaces, practice slow, deep breath to calm your nervous system. While you talk, there is a system how to control your breathings. For example, you can say inhale, and as you guide people into inhalation, you inhale yourself. And as you guide your students to exhale, you follow along. So it's possible to control breathing while you teach. And also, one thing that you have to bear in mind, you don't have to talk all the time. You can have pauses, you can have moments to reflect, you can embrace silence. And in those moments of silence, just find your rhythm, just find your inner peace, even in a moment of discomfort, even in a moment where you are on stage and people are focusing on you. Okay, so another point of today is refer to your notes. Referring to your notes during a yoga class might have the impression that you are not fully confident in your material. This can affect the students' trust in your expertise and disrupt the flow and engagement of the class. However, there are ways to refer to your notes during your yoga class effectively. One ineffective method is reading words by word. So you have your script there, and the only focus for you is to read word by word, and you kind of like completely distracted from whatever it's happening around you. So you're neglecting your audience needs, desire, and problems. This approach prevents you from adjusting the class based on what you observe, based on what your students are having difficulties with, as you primary focus on reading your script. So we don't want to do that when we say referring to the notes. This typically occurs when you haven't prepared adequately for your class, practice enough, or build a sufficient confidence in what you teach and how you deliver it. As a yoga teacher, you also become a public speaker. Very important key points here. Any public speaker prepares multiple times, rehearse, and take notes with them while when they step on the stage. Therefore, taking notes with you is not a sign of lack of confidence. It is signs that you are prepared. You have rehearsed and have simplified your script into keywords that will guide you in your script. To enhance your confidence as a yoga teacher, you want to consider the following strategy. So, you want to prepare. Preparation is key. You want to create a sequence you are comfortable teaching, plan your class in details, and then distill the class in key points. Preparation allows you to adapt to what's happening in the present moment, responding to the student needs, problem, and desire instead of rigidly following what you have planned. Another key point here is to practice. Practice teaching your yoga class with your keynotes and without to solidify your knowledge. Also, essential when you teach yoga, simplification. Simplify anything and everything. Start with the simplest sequence. Start with your foundational class that we explore in the past days, and gradually build up to more complex routines as you gain confidence. Where do you want to keep your notes? Well, now you might be wondering, where should you keep my notes? How do I make it less obvious that I'm reading? Do I make it less obvious that I have notes during the class? Well, first of all, as I said, it's not a downside, it's not a weak point to have your notes with you. But let's continue with, where do you want to keep your notes? Well, you can opt to take your notes and you can tuck it under the yoga mat. You can easily access it for quick reference. You can lift the yoga mat, you can, have a quick look, and then leave it there just under the yoga mat. Otherwise, alternatively, for more professional appearance, you can use your tablet or iPad or even your computer. When do you check the notes? Very important here. If you might feel hesitant about checking your notes during your class, fearing it might break the flow of and distract the students as well. So you want to have a simple solution, and you want to know when to check your notes in case you get blank. So invite your students, for example, to close their eyes for a moment of introspections and relaxation in poses like child pose, tadasana, low lunge, sphinx pose, or papi pose, or uttanasana, or prasarita paduttanasana, or parsvottanasana, while you discreetly refer to your notes. So don't make it too obvious if you're not comfortable to look at your notes while people are watching you, but find a moment and plan that moment beforehand when to look up to your notes. So you want to memorize thoroughly until that point, and then you want to review your notes until Tadasana or until the next child pose. And then when everyone is on child pose, you take your notes and you review it quickly. That's a great tip. By planning when to refresh your memory beforehand, you guarantee the flow of your class, ensure that your students remain centered and focused on their practice. So, no distraction. And also for you, like when people are in poses like child pose, you are less distracted you have more time to look at your notes, and you don't distract yourself with cueing techniques, adjusting, and all that. Any concern about relying on your notes? I get it. Now, let's address any doubts or concerns you might have about relying on notes during your class. Just as seasoned travelers brings along a map or GPS to navigate unfamiliar territory, you as a yoga teacher can rely on your prepared asana and keyword notes. It's not a weak point, as I said before. Those tools serve as a roadmap, helping you to navigate through the flow of your class and ensuring you stay on course, even if unexpected detours arise. Many senior yoga teachers, even after 10 years, take notes not because they are unprepared, but because their preparation is on point. As mentioned, you don't have to take your entire script. You can simplify, take the asana names along with the keywords, and that's it. And that's exactly what you need as a notes for your class. It's completely natural to seek reassurance and guidance, especially as you grow and evolve as a yoga teacher. Your notes serves as a valuable resource, offering clarity and support when you encounter uncertainty, when you go blank, or when you have any sort of hesitation. Remember, even the most experienced and seasoned yoga teacher use notes, particularly when teaching multiple classes during the day and different classes, or navigating complex sequences. So embrace your notes as allies on your teaching journey. Over time, you will find you might rely to your notes less and less as your confidence and expertise grows. And if you find that you still benefit from having them nearby, that's perfectly okay. You don't have to overjudge yourself for taking the notes with you. Your student will appreciate your dedication to delivering a well prepared and enriching class experience. Especially, they might have a prejudgment when you take the notes with you, but at the end of the class, if they feel nourished, if they feel balanced, if they feel they they have greater, if they feel great after the class, they might have forgotten already that you have taken the notes. So don't worry about it. After all, teaching yoga is about guiding and supporting others on their path, and your notes are simply another tool in your toolkit to help you fulfill that purpose. In Elevate Your Yoga Teaching with public speaking, I teach you how to prepare your script together with your keynotes as a signpost along the path of your class to provide clear direction, guiding you and your students from one poster to the next with confidence and ease. And of course, Elevate Your Yoga Teaching with Public Speaking is going to be launched in 2 weeks after our masterclass, but I'm not going to reveal everything today. Just keep on following, and there are so many goodies coming to your way. I'm sure you will love them all. Focus on the message. In the realm of public speaking, especially for yoga teacher, is crucial to shift our perspective from being overly concerned about how we will be perceived by how the audience by our audience, to focusing on the message we are delivering. When we make this shift, we transform from mere speakers into messengers of profound ideas and wisdom. Instead of fixating on our performance and seeking validation from the audience, our attention should be directed towards the purpose of our message we are sharing, and also why we there, why people should listen to our message. That's the most important part of why we're teaching, why we are standing in front of our audience right there, right now. It's about realizing that our presence extend beyond ourselves. It's about serving your student who have gathered to be helped, to be healed and inspired. By understanding that the goal transcends personal recognition and applause, we give way to the transformative potential of our words and action. Each word spoken carries the power to touch lives, uplift spirits, and ignite positive change. Embracing this mindset allows us to approach public speaking with authenticity, compassion, and genuine desire to connect with our audience on a deeper level. It enables us to create a space where individuals feel seen, heard, and supported in their journey towards growth and self-discovery. So let us remember that our role as a yoga teacher goes beyond delivering a polished performance, a polished yoga class. It's about embodying the essence of our teaching and serving as a catalyst for profound transformation in your students' lives, in the lives of others, whoever show up for your class. Another key point of mastering nervousness during a yoga class is eye contact and camera awareness. Make eye contact with friendly faces in your audience for reassurance, and personal connection will allow you to calm your nervous system. As someone is smiling to you back, your nervous system will tell you that it's all okay, it's all happening perfectly, so you don't need to be worried. If you record or perform a yoga class online, look directly into the camera for simulated eye contact. And for example, imagine or visualize someone smiling at you back while you're looking into the camera. Place your camera at eye level for a natural and engaging connection. Another key point here, probably the most important one, is accept imperfection. You can fail. Yes, you heard it right. You can fail. No one comes to your yoga class expecting perfection. Remember, no one out there had a perfect day, and they don't expect a perfect yoga class either. Perfection can be a bit boring. We resonate and we relate more with people with their imperfection than to someone who seems to have everything perfectly sorted out. right? Perfection is not the goal of your class. Minor mistakes are what makes you unique. I remember a student back in Munich who once confessed to me that she attended my classes because of my cute accent and the little mistake that would make her smile. Your audience is forgiving, especially in the yoga community. It's one of the rare places where we practice acceptance, compassion, and not judgment. So remind yourself that it's okay to make mistakes and embrace the possibility of failure, because when you embrace the possibility of failures, you have a powerful mindset shift. When you let go of the fear of failure, you open up to constructive criticism and feedback from your students. Every time you show up is an opportunity to explore, learn, and grow into a thriving yoga teacher. What helped me immensely was to be vulnerable and share my feelings and experience of nervousness or self-doubt with my students. This normalizes the fear of discomfort and encourage students to appreciate their bravery and resilience in facing challenges head on. Understanding that discomfort is a sign of growth and progress can lead to greater personal and professional development. If we always stay in our comfort zone and have everything under control, we never grow. Embracing the imperfection of the teaching experience help you to realize that it's okay for the things that are out of control. It's okay to do mistakes. It's okay to embrace imperfections and shift your focus from dwelling on failures to celebrating. You basically celebrate the courage and the effort that it takes to step into the role of a yoga teacher. Embrace that experience as an opportunity to learn, grow, and evolve, knowing that it's not the easier time to practice. It's not an easy time to have, to have all the eyes on you, but you have to embrace that moment, because that's the moment when you grow. That's the moment when you replace self-doubts and you put yourself in an uncomfortable situation and find the confidence to embrace whatever comes, including your mistakes, of course. Teaching yoga is definitely a journey of continual growth and improvement. Last point of today, ask for feedbacks. Asking for feedbacks from students is a valuable practice that can help you grow and improve as a yoga teacher. Here are a few key strategies of how you can effectively ask for feedback and show appreciations of their input. You can perhaps ask to invite feedback at the end of the class. At the conclusion of the class, you want to invite a student to provide feedback on their experience with you personally after the class. Explain to them why it's important to give you a feedback and how it can help you enhance your yoga teaching for the next time they come into your yoga class. Let them know that their input is valued and appreciated. Provide feedback form. Offer feedback form for students to fill out either in person after the class or through email. Includes specific questions that address, for example, your various aspects of the class. It could be like the pacings, the sequencing, the clear instruction, or the overall experience. Make sure to provide clear instruction on how to submit the feedback form, whether it's through email or in person. Incentivize, I think I said it right, feedback. Consider offering incentives to encourage students to provide feedback. This could be in a form of a discount for the next yoga class, or a free class pass, or a small gift. Express the gratitude to their time just by giving a discount, just by giving something extra, and that's when you value their time as well. Follow up email. The day after the class, you want to send a follow-up email to all the participants, thanking them thanking them for attending and inviting them to provide feedback if they haven't already done it. So include a reminder about how they can submit feedback and any incentive that you're offering for their participation. In your email, of course, express your gratitude for their time, express gratitude for their future feedback, and express also why it is important for you to have that feedback. By actively, did I say it all? Provide the forms, incentive, feedback, and follow up email. Yeah, we said it all. By actively ask for feedback from your students and showing appreciation for the inputs, you demonstrate your dedication to grow to as a yoga teacher. So, and this feedback creates a loop of a sense of trust, a sense of community, and a sense of collaboration that ultimately enhance the teaching and learning experience for everyone involved in the yoga class. The conclusion of this class: well, nervousness is a natural part of public speaking, but with those strategy, you are ready to conquer nerves and deliver a confident and impactful yoga classes. You find all the slides on my Zenler account in the description of this video. See you tomorrow for the next class, day 17. Yoo-hoo! Stay dramatically different. Ciao for now.